18-year-old Jamie Rodemeyer's life and death are opening eyes about the seriousness of bullying and the desperation of the victims to escape it. News 4's Nalina Shapiro joins us live now to tell us more. Nalina.
Victoria, many of you haven't stopped talking about this tragic story since we first told you about it earlier this week. This afternoon, more and more people here and across the country are coming together to fight back against the bullies.
I am Jamie Rodemeier.
I am Jamie Rodemeier.
I am Jamie Rodemeier.
They came together to remember. They came together to spread a message of change, to stop the hate and make sure no one ever goes through what 14-year-old Jamie Rodemeier did. The Williamsville North freshman tragically took his own life last weekend after being bullied over his sexual orientation.
They caught me in the hallways, and I felt like I could never escape it.
Back in May, Jamie posted this heartbreaking YouTube video. He talked about his struggles, but also seemed hopeful at the time.
Obviously, it will get better. I have so much support from people I don't even know.
But with the tragic turn of events in Jamie's life, his story is now catching the eye of the national media.
And, one day they feel that they can make it and they've got the strength to get by, and then the next day they feel that they can't.
Last night, Jamie's story took center stage on CNN's Anderson Cooper 360, where experts called on educators to do more to stop bullying.
If somebody says, and uses the word gay to put somebody down, all you say is, Mark, you may not use that word to put somebody down in my classroom. Are we good? Are we done? Good. And you move on.
This tragic story has many of you sharing your thoughts and ideas on our Facebook page. Yolanda writes, I just hope that no one else has to end his or her life because of bullying. Parents, talk to your children. And Rebecca writes, bullying has no place in anyone's life. She goes on to say, everyone has feelings which need to be taken into consideration. So before you start saying or doing anything against someone, think what it might feel like to have it said or done to you. And bullying will be taking center stage in Washington, D.C. later today. The U.S. Department of Education will host the second annual Federal Partners in Bullying Prevention Summit. This year's goal will be to identify the next steps to combat bullying. We will, of course, be watching the summit very closely and have much more information tonight on News 4. Reporting live, Nalina Shapiro, News 4 at noon.
Thank you, Nalina. Calling hours for Jamie are tomorrow and Friday from 3 to 8 at Amagon Funeral Home on Sheridan Drive in Amherst. Prayers will be offered there Saturday morning at 8:45 before his Mass of Christian burial, which begins at 9:30 at St. Peter and Paul Roman Catholic Church in Williamsville. His family is asking that donations be made to crisis services.